Hello and welcome. It's Chris again here at Mad Perfect Cellar. And today I am taking you to France. I'm taking you to Bordeaux, precisely, with Château Les Vimieres, an appellation Haut-Médoc in a 2018 vintage. So the Haut-Médoc lies on the left bank and from sort of north part of Bordeaux and on the western part. So everything that is closer to the river in general, it's appellation. So Saint-Estèphe, Pauillac, Margaux, and so on. And western part of that is going to be the Médoc and the Haut-Médoc. So Haut-Médoc, this is a vineyard of really interesting ownership, because the Boissonneau family have been helping the first growth of Bordeaux for over 50 years. First the dad, Jacques, and then now Eric, the son that shadowed his father on that period, and then now keep the reign of the estate as well as the consulting for other estates in the area. It's a very small parcel of 0.25 hectares, so it's really a tiny garden, 4,500 vine as such, located about 3k from Margaux, on the western part of Margaux. It's planted with Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon, which is on average about 70 years old. So obviously you will have that ripeness, you will have that category, that quality of fruit coming from such an old vine. Interestingly enough, José Sanfin, who also owns Château Chanteloup as well as running Château Cantenac-Bragnes also in Margaux, comes to help Château Chanteloup, another estate from which I've spoken and made a video about, as it's another garden basically in the Margaux appellation. Anyway, 18 months of oak aging with 33% of new oak. So obviously you will have that density and that spicy touch and footprint from the new oak. But the quality of the vintage, again, 2018, a vintage that personally I really like, because you've got the quality, but you've got that freshness. You had some challenges as a winemaker, but the good winemakers are really seen when the vintage is challenging, because they take the right decision and direction, obviously. What the wine comes from, it's really kind of dark. Again, it's with a ruby rim up to the edge, so it's very youthful. On the nose, it's bright, it's opened. The wine really come forward with blue plum, with crème de cassis, the black currant, the charcoal, the blue earth. You have a touch of graphite almost. It's vivid. It's beautifully fresh. You also find some rocks, some crushed rocks, some smoke that comes to mind. It's beautifully intense coming through. Then on the palate, again, the wine is really open. It's direct, and it starts to deliver straight away with that freshness, despite the ripe fruit of, obviously, the compact character, but there's an elegance to it that really is second to none. A touch of sweetness from the ripeness of the vintage on the mid palate, and again you've got that chocolate, again that smoke, the graphite, that charcoal, the currant, the blueberry, the blackberry is also coming through. Again, it's pretty intense and bright on the mid palate. It beautifully forward and seriously approachable and really delicious. It's one of those archetype Bordeaux that you sit on the table and you just drink, because it's beautifully made. It has that elegance with that beautiful frame of integrated tannins that really brings that put that structure, but also brings a certain severity, but the character, the really emphasis on the sense of place, which is what I really like about this cuvée as well. Anything that work, that has protein in terms of food matching, I would recommend to open it about an hour, 16 to 18 Celsius in terms of serving temperature as usual. Anything that does protein, as I said, dark meat, strong flesh, spicy food, mushrooms, wood vegetable again. On its own, maybe savory food would be work, saucissons, sausages, that sort of things will work well as well. But you also can sit on it for a couple of years easily, and we have plenty of it at Mad Perfect Cellar. So please do enjoy, and speak soon.